Hi, this is your local Iceman again. Welcome to another episode of Ice Rink Diaries. Today we're going to discuss on how to fill a propane tank on a Zamboni. That's what I'll be extremely clear. This is not a how-to video. This is just how, when propane runs out on a Zamboni, this is the steps that we go through to fill it here at the rink. Some rinks have bottle exchanges, some don't. We actually have a main tank in back that we fill our propane tank with, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So. Both my tanks turned on, so all I gotta do is switch the hose from the right tank back to the left tank, and I'm all good. Let's run out of propane here in our right tank, so we'll go ahead and replace it here. The reason why that tanks are two different colors is because we have two different color machines, and whoever they got around painted them both black. So close off the main valve, unscrew the valve to the machine, unhook your safety hook there. I got a dolly here to the side. Propane tank over here. It's a pile of snow. So we've had people steal propane from us, so you remove this valve handle so people can't do that. So you go ahead and grab the propane key here. Alright, sorry about that. There you go. So the propane says we're about 80%. So how you fill this thing is got a couple valves on this. It's basically a forklift tank here. This is the valve you hook to your machine, the Zamboni or forklift. This is a bleeder valve. This is an overfill valve. So if you overfill, this thing pops up. It's not good. And this is the fill valve. So we're gonna only concern ourselves with the fill valve and the overfill valve, or the bleeder valve. So just gonna hook this thing. And crank it nice and tight here. Crank it nice and tight. There you go. Then you're gonna open our bleeder valve up. And you're gonna, thing pulls out. That's it. And there we go. It should take about 10 minutes to fill up. Well, depending on how cold it is, anywhere from 7 to 10 minutes. Real cold out, it takes 10 minutes. On a really warm day, it could take like 5 or 6. There's some comments below. If you know the reason for that, I've seen some other videos on YouTube explain why, how to fill your propane tank quicker by cooling it down. So essentially, if you get this main tank colder than your fill tank or whatever, and then it travels faster. So this is just there's no pump, just pressure filled. So at the bottom one here that says vertical, because our tank stands vertical, so it says add, and eventually it'll go over to OK, whichever side. And then after it says OK, some vapor will start flying out of here, some white vapor, and at that point you turn it off. Flat, you would use this upper gauge here, and I guess it lays horizontal, but since ours stands vertical, we use that one. So I am going to let this run for a few minutes, and when I think it's time to get close, we'll turn it back on and see what we have. barbecue tank, it draws from the top. There she is. So take this off. Turn this off here. So like I was saying, this tank here, where the Zamboni hooks to, it draws from the very bottom of the tank, so it draws a liquid. So then in the previous video, I discussed how that liquid is changed to a vapor before it enters the engine. But barbecue tank, or it connects to your barbecue, it draws from the top, so it draws a liquid, or excuse me, it draws a vapor. So if you try to hook a liquid tank to your barbecue tank or barbecue, you're gonna have some problems, because you're gonna have all this liquid propane shooting out. So again, barbecue tanks draw from the top because it draws vapor, and forklifts and Zamboni tanks, they draw from the bottom where they get the liquid out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this main valve off right here. Then I'm gonna crack this here real quick. As you see, maybe a little bit may shoot out. Oh, not much. There is a little hole that you can't really see on the side right here. So when you crack the valve off the valve, it leads a little propane. So let's go ahead and start her up, lock her up, and we'll call it good. Alright, screw this yellow cap on there, wheel it over to the Zamboni, and stick her on. Now I'm gonna need two hands to lift this thing up. So, but this is where she hooks to, and this is the valve it hooks to right here. Alright, now I got the tank in the right position. I'm going to grab the hose and screw it onto the valve. And you got to make sure you screw it on all the way. There you go. I always give it a little on and off. Now that I know that this tank is full, I may not have the second tank on, but we run both tanks with the propane on, just in case you have to switch over to your backup tank mid. You hate to have to reach over and turn this tank on. So it usually takes about I don't know, I've gone a lap, 2 laps testing it before it totally runs out of propane, but you don't really want to do that. And I tell you what, it's your worst nightmare when you're in mid-cut and you realize both these indicators are on add. I tell you, man, like it happened last week, man. I was lucky to get off the ice. Just about 4 minutes later, when I was washing it out, the other tank ran out when I was washing the Zamboni out. So it's always good practice is that as soon as you get off the machine, take the tank off. What's what we do, we take the tank off, we stick it to the side, and if you can't fill it, if it's late at night, you know the next guy coming in knows where it's at and gets to fill it. So, and one last thing we need to do is put our safety strap on, or additional bungee strap. We replaced it with the yellow strap that came with it, more convenience, and there you go. There's one thing I want to address in the video. I did not use the proper safety gloves to take the valves on and off. When you take the valve off, if there's a catastrophic leak, that propane comes out really cold and it can burn you. So we have these gloves that you use to remove and put on the valves. However, during the beginning of the video, I didn't really use them, and I apologize for that, but just have my big old butterfingers. I couldn't operate everything with the gloves on, so safety first.